Life is this. I like this.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 savage moments on Suits.
You've never made a copy in your life before, have you?
Of course not. I'm too busy being a badass. I'm worrying about my hair.
For this list, we're looking at the best comebacks, rebuttals, and other witty remarks from characters on this legal drama. What savage moment at Pearson Hardman sticks with you the most? Let us know in the comments. Hey Mojoholics! For a chance to win cash prizes, play our live daily trivia challenges every day at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern only at WatchMojo.com/play. Number 10. Fixing problems. It was tempting to just make this an all Harvey Specter list. The lawyer and mentor to unlicensed associate Mike Ross has so many perfectly succinct remarks, including this one. Harvey tasks Mike with looking into a mystery involving biologist and hacker Lola Jensen. Except it went deeper than just gathering information.
Why didn't he just hire a private investigator?
Because if there's a problem, an investigator can't fix it.
When Mike comes back with a detail about the name on her fake ID, Harvey is nonplussed, responding with,
I didn't ask you to explain the problem to me. I asked you to fix it for me.
Mike is understandably exasperated that his detective work has gone unacknowledged. But we can't deny Harvey's ability to reiterate instructions with maximum sass.
I thought you didn't want me to explain it to you.
You're right. I don't.
Okay.
Number 9. The power of beauty. Harvey isn't the only member of the Pearson Hardman family who has a special way with words. His secretary and friend Donna Paulson can also craft a masterpiece out of just a few words. In this season 1 episode, Harvey's driver Ray finds himself facing what could be a devastating lawsuit.
I just got named in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
He comes to the office asking to speak to Harvey. Paulson obliges his request, and he responds by making a well-meaning but arguably inappropriate comment on her attractiveness.
You are so beautiful when you're forceful.
Donna gets the last word in, though.
You know, you meant that as a compliment, but I don't appreciate limitations being placed on my beauty.
There's seemingly no limit on her verbal abilities either. Number 8. Standing desk. As managing partner of an esteemed New York City law firm, Jessica Pearson does not suffer fools lightly. The same goes for insults. When her former mentor and firm co-founder Daniel Hardman drops by, he offers an unwelcome remark, disguised as a bit of health advice.
You really should try one of those standing desks. It's better on the back for a woman of your age.
Even before he's finished speaking, her face screams, done. Fortunately, she has a snappy comeback right at her disposal.
This is a standing desk for a man of your height.
Now, it might be a bit of a cheap shot to go after his height rather than his dishonesty or his underhandedness. But if Daniel's gonna play dirty, then so is Jessica.
I don't lose to you.
Number 7. Revenge. To put it mildly, Louis Litt is a complicated individual.
In the firm's food chain, I am a humpback whale, and you are phytoplankton.
As a partner at Pearson Hardman, Louis does everything he can to get his way, including some rather shady things. But any opportunity to get into his head is one worth taking. After Hardman plays both him and Donna, Louis goes to her in the hopes that they can get even.
Donna, come on. You made me look like a fool.
He did the same thing to me.
Well, I need revenge.
Donna recites the famous saying about success being the best revenge. However, Louis is not having this.
Bullshit. Revenge is the best revenge.
It's debatable what the best form of revenge is, or if revenge is justifiable, but this quote sums up Louis to a T. Number 6. Emotions. If Harvey were more in touch with his feelings, he wouldn't be himself. And he probably wouldn't be such a successful lawyer either.
I don't play the odds. I play the man.
At least that's the best explanation we have for what makes him tick. On the phone with the rival counsel for a class action lawsuit involving an energy company in a small town, Harvey insists they meet at the local high school. When asked why, he tells Max about the emotional potency of the location.
Because that's ground zero, and I want the emotion of that school under my feet when I negotiate.
This is questioned, but Harvey clarifies in true Harvey fashion.
I thought you were against emotions.
I'm against having emotions, not against using them.
Say what you will about Harvey and his stance on emotions, but he knows how to get the job done. Number 5. Supervisor. It's tough having conflict with someone at work. It's even tougher when that someone is a higher up.
No.
Do you have a counter proposal?
No.
In this episode, Harvey and Mike go toe-to-toe with Lewis in a case involving distribution of assets between two estranged sisters regarding their father's estate. After Mike brings Lewis their offers, which are turned down, he reminds him of his obligation to show them to his client. But Lewis isn't fazed, flexing his superior position at the firm.
You're legally required to take these offers to your client.
So bring me up on ethics charges. Or report me to your supervisor. Oh, wait, shit, I am your supervisor.
We're not sure how many times Lewis has employed this tactic in his professional career, but we're guessing this wasn't the first.
What are your complaints? Have any? No? Really?
Number 4, how the other half lives. He might not have as many quotables as his mentor Harvey, but Mike Ross is still an essential part of Suits, as well as a very smart person.
What if I told you that I consume knowledge like no one you've ever met and I've actually passed the bar?
How smart? Well, he has a photographic memory, as in he can recite things he read years ago verbatim. Unfortunately, some bad decision-making led to his expulsion from college.
I needed some money, and Trevor convinced me to memorize this math test and sell it. Turns out we sold it to the dean's daughter.
He's since passed the bar multiple times, albeit never for himself. Though Harvey is intrigued, he's also skeptical. Mike is understanding, which he expresses by shading the other applicants, and plenty of other people too.
I'd say that's fair. And sometimes I like to hang out with people who aren't that bright, just to see how the other half lives.
It's not exactly tactful, but it did get him the job. Number 3, win big. If there's one quote that arguably defines the character of Harvey Specter better than any other, it's this one. When lawyer Allison Holt is hired for a fraud suit involving Harvey, she is adamant about cutting a deal with the plaintiffs.
You think I didn't know what you were up to with that affidavit?
Harvey, being Harvey, doesn't want to go that way. He tells her his stance on legal battles compared to hers.
You know what? That's the difference between us, Allison. You want to lose small, I want to win big.
Actually, this might apply to most of the conflicts Harvey is involved in. However, the brash attorney does show some real growth later in the episode.
I was wrong.
Am I in the right office?
Sometimes winning big is as simple as displaying some humility. Number 2, threats. While Lewis might like to think that he can play just about anyone in order to get what he wants, Jessica Pearson is not just anyone.
This firm? You mean my firm. And when you're running the firm of lit nothing and nobody, then you can make whatever call you'd like.
Seeking senior partner status, Lewis goes to the firm owner and demands an immediate promotion.
I want to make senior partner, and I want to make senior partner now.
But his insistent shouting does not remotely rattle Jessica, who promptly puts him in his place and sends him out of her office without a moment's hesitation.
I do not respond to threats. I make them.
Lewis might have felt like a badass before barging into Jessica's office, but that's probably not how he felt leaving. And trust us, when Jessica makes a threat, she makes it count.
I will slap the taste out of your mouth.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Photoshopped. Lewis might be abrasive, but he's abrasive with pizzazz.
How many times have I told you, unless you have photoshopped my head onto a dragon, do not interrupt me while I'm perfecting my pitch?
Too busy being awesome. Awesome is as awesome does.
I'm sorry I don't have a photographic memory, but my brain is already too busy being awesome.
Manly. As Harvey's new secretary, Gretchen absolutely lives up to her predecessor.
I prefer my men manly.
Am I not manly?
Well, you have to ask.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. I refuse to answer that. Let's be honest, was there any possibility that we'd end this list without a quote from Harvey?
Your job is to make my life easier. If you can't understand that, why did I hire you?
It wasn't easy deciding which one should be the topper, but we ultimately went with this beautiful bit of savagery. While fighting the case involving his driver Ray, Harvey is greeted by Jessica with news of unflattering news coverage. When she asks him a loaded question, he replies with the eloquence of a lawyer and the sassiness of a class clown.
This makes us look like wealthy bullies against an everyman cabbie. Does that seem like it enhances our image to you?
I refuse to answer that on the grounds that I don't want to.
Even Mike has trouble stifling his amusement. Now, Harvey knows this kind of remark would assuredly not be allowed in the courtroom. But there's a time and place for everything, right?
I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. I've got a reputation to maintain.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.